Hey everyone, welcome back. Episode 2. We are back in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, and today we're heading to the junkyard. As you can see in the top, I hit level 5. I did one more story order, needed some engine parts, some brakes, some bushings, knocked it out. Of course, used the tips from last video and got as much XP as possible. So we only needed, so far we've done 3 vehicles. We're level 5. We're going to the junkyard. We've got, we'll say 5,300 credits, and I just unlocked it. So now I do have, because we're in expert mode, if I can find the settings for it. I think it's that one. Travel fees turned off. So we're going to go to the junkyard for free because we're going to get a lot of free XP. And that's what I wanted to focus on today, is getting, heading here. Usually there's 5 or 6 vehicles. We get free XP. And since this is expert mode, we're getting double what we normally would. If you've never seen another video of this, this is the junkyard. Heaps and heaps of piles. There's a car over there. There's one up here. So let's start. I don't think we're going to be buying any parts. Yeah, probably not. We don't have the money for it. Just to kind of show you the kind of stuff you get here. They did have a new release, new update released 2 days ago, where now you can find 3-tier parts. We're not going to search too much because we just need... There's one. And then they adjusted the, the scrap mechanics, so that now you get more parts. So keeping our about $2,000 cash buffer, we can only spend about $3,000 on a car. So we're going to come right here. Yeah, that's too much. That might have been a nice one to fix up. Missing a few body parts. Oh, here's another one. 6,000. We may not find one. But anyway, if we find one, great. If not, we're here for the XP. So all we're going to do is each one of these vehicles, as you can see, we've already found 3 vehicles. Now you can just come up to it and examine it. So we're at 128. Everything in here is probably going to be junk. But if we go through and we do this for each vehicle, you're talking about 100 XP per vehicle, roughly. Depending on how the condition it's in. This one's got a lot of the suspension. Most of the motor's missing, though. But we'll see. There we go. Now it'll let me do that. The rear suspension. Drive shaft. Nope, no exhaust. Front suspension frame. And we've already gained 50 XP and we haven't even hit the motor yet. But I'm not going to bore you guys with all of this. We're going to see how this one fares. I'm going to walk around the junkyard, see how much XP we can get just on this one trip. Look at that, we're almost at 100. Come on, you can hit it. Got it. 100 XP. And that's it. Fuse box, one more. I think that's it. 234. So, yeah, 106 XP just off that one vehicle. Now, you cannot do your other task, testing it, but still, that's pretty good, especially because we're here free. Now, I think the price to come here is 100. I might be wrong, but here is either 100 and the barn is 500 or vice versa. So it's not really expensive to come to the junkyard. So I'm going to float around, get all these cars, scan everything I can, or examine, and I'll let you guys know how we make out with this. I expect to at least hit level 6, maybe even close to 7. Our goal is to hit level 10, but basically we want to unlock as many... Come on. We want to unlock as many skill points as possible as early as possible. So I may end up probably between episodes come back and do this a couple times just to unlock some stuff. See, like that, there's probably only like 4 parts. So this one we didn't quite get 100. This one probably would have been a good one to see if we can buy. But all right, I'm going to float around and grab all the cars. I don't know if that's one or not. That's not. I don't see anything. There's one. No, that wasn't one. Let's see. That one we might get. We just might get that one. But let me go walk around, scan all the cars, or examine all the cars, and see how much XP we can get. I'll bring you guys right back. Alright, this is the last one. Let me show you this one. This is a pristine one. Got a lot of parts to examine. Went around. We already hit level 6. We're 200 XP into level 6. We need 400 and something to get to 7, but we're not going to hit it this trip. I knew we wouldn't. But I wanted to show you this one and see where we go. I'll show you how many parts are one of these good ones here. But we've already, we've gained 775 points so far. This is just the first trip. If you do this 2 or 3 times, you can have plenty of XP and skill points, and as long as you have the patience. That's what it comes down to, is the patience. Now we do have a couple skill points now. So one of the things we're going to unlock is we're going to make this faster. That way it doesn't take as long. Of course, we'll have to do some orders and everything just to get some more money. I don't think we're going to buy that one car. I don't think we have... Come on. There we go. I don't think we're going to have the money to put into it to make it worth it. All right. So that's everything. 291. Oh, wrong button. This one, 7,000. The only one that was within our price range was that first one we found over there. But if you look here, so here's one. That's not one. Here's one. There's one right back here. Here's one. We had the one over there at the beginning. Right? Come on. There. See the hood's still up. Got one down here. One here. They're kind of random. I think we actually got kind of lucky with our choices here. I did want to show you guys this, though. We did have one of these spawn in. Unfortunately, we don't have the money for it right around the corner here. Right there. This is one of the mods I added. This is a DeLorean. It's going to be sweet to finally work on one of those. I have a couple in my regular game. I've got one I'm working on that's all gold. And then I've got one I made to be like the Back to the Future. It's got all the Back to the Future parts in it. I might show you guys that at the next video. But this one, there wasn't much to scan on it. And wrong button. It is definitely not within our price range. But yeah, they're scattered everywhere. Make a couple trips. Get you some XP. What I'm going to do is, now that you've kind of got an idea on what we're doing here, there's nothing really worth. Since we don't have our second, the back of our shop opened up, there's nothing worth. Oh wait, yeah there is. I should have done this, because now I got to waste a little bit more time. Every trip you make to the junkyard, there's a barn map. It'll always be the first spot here. Find it. But since we can come here for free, it doesn't matter. If we ever want to go to a barn, we just come here first, find one, and then we can go to a barn. We'll also get barn location maps out of cases, which I think I have one. Let's head back to the garage. So I think that one order I finished, I still have the case. Let's see. Yep. So this is the parts I had to replace on that one order. Some bushings, brake pads, couple rotors. Not rotors. Yeah, rotors. Oil filter, spark plugs. So let's open this. See what we get. Hopefully XP and credits. An extra case. Barn location. I was just mentioning that. Thank you for showing them. This one. No, spare parts. Scrap parts. Another barn location map. So let's add those two. We can't go there yet. Need to be level 10. The 10 is just the barn is just a glorified junkyard. Parts are better, vehicles are better. Usually those are the only two places you can find some cars. We have skill points, 4. So when I hit level 4, I unlock this one. So that was to go to level 2, level 3, level 4. Level 5 gave us 2 points. Level 6 gave us 2 points. So I'm going to use 2 of them there. And then we're going to use the other 2 there. And then what we'll do is we'll keep moving these 2 up. Because we can't do this yet because we don't have the back end opened up. So what we'll probably end up doing, because we'll need some more money, we'll need 10,000 to open that up. And then let's see, we need 10,000 to open that up. And that one. So 1,500. So 11,500. So that's what we'll need for that. So yeah, so that says, yeah, you need that. Once we get that, then we can start moving up what tier we can upgrade. So if you had the patience, here's what you can do. All right. Keep going to the junkyard. Get all your skill points. It's going to take a while. This will help it go quicker, but the more you put here, the less you can put over here. Go from here to here, get all of those, because you definitely want to get body parts fixed. Once you get body parts fixed, that's 6, 11, 15, 18, 20, 21 skill points to max out a row. So that's 10. That's going to be 11 levels, but I think at level either 10 or 15, you start getting 5. So someone else can do the math. But once you get that leveled up, then come here, unlock that, and unlock that and that. Once you have those 3, that, and that, then you can grab, because I'm going to head back to the junkyard. Then you can start picking up body parts at the junkyard. Because the trick, this is how you can get easy money. Easy. I like thousands of easy money. Is you find a junk car. Here's an example. Missing the doors, the trunk, the hood. It's got a front bumper. I think that's a rear bumper. Yeah, front bumper. It's got the front fenders, headlight, windshield. That's all it's got. So you find the broken parts. So this is, or the body parts. Kagura SX, I guess. You would come in here and basically just grab all the body parts that's in the orange. If it's red, you cannot repair it. Just start grabbing orange body parts. And then as you find these cars, you can slap on these body parts you paid nothing for and then just immediately sell the car. I mean, you'll make thousands just adding the body parts. Don't worry about the glass or anything like that, just the body parts. If you really have to, if you get one that's a little overpriced, pull out the motor and then just repair the block and throw it in, and you're done. Easy, easy money. Just trying to find, see if we can hopefully find one, like one for that one right there, because usually when they spawn in, the parts spawn in too. Usually. No, I'm not seeing anything. But yeah, that's what you do. Easy money. Like I said, thousands. Easy money. The only problem is you gotta spend the time getting the XP. Oh, this is another mod I grabbed, the Mitsubishi Lancer. Just for fun. I like Mitsubishi. That's kind of my car. But what I'm going to do, we're already about 15, 20 minutes into this video. I'm going to make a couple trips through the junkyard, get some XP. There's a car. See what we can find. Definitely get a couple levels in. Don't look like it's in too bad of a shape. Nah. There's another. That one's in rough shape. That's another one we might be able to get, but again, it needs too much just to research to sell it for profit. Yeah. Oh, I already looked at that one. There's another one. And so what is that one? That one is a Volsum 2040. Now, if you happen to have the DeLorean mod, if you find these gold ones, here's a good example. So this one here, I'm going to grab it, throw it in my inventory over here. And I'm going to act like we're going back to the garage. So that's 600 credits. If you can repair that, it'll probably cost you about 2,000 credits to repair it. And then you can sell it for 5,000. That's the only thing that mod, I'm going to put that back because I'm not doing that. I can't repair it. But that's the only thing, kind of the only benefit you get from that mod is the overpriced parts. So I'm going to go through, get some more XP, probably get up to level 10. I'll bring you guys back and we'll apply some skill points and call it a day. So I will be back in just a minute, guys. Or a few minutes, actually. This is probably going to take me about an hour. Alright, guys. This is our 6th trip. I wanted to point out a few things to you. What to look for since we're in expert mode. There's no highlights or anything. Each tire is a point. If it's not, if the tire's not physically there, just grab the knuckle cover or wheel cover or hub cover, whatever it's called. So each of those has some, you're basically checking the suspension, not the brakes or anything or the tire itself, just the suspension. The front and rear suspension cross members, they usually only have 2 or 3. This one has 3 because it has that extra, the drive shaft. If it has an actual front to rear drive shaft, that one you can check. Exhaust you can check. I'll come back to that. But like fuse boxes, air filters, they can be checked. And then, of course, I already mentioned the tires. And then the engine, of course. When you are doing an order at the shop, you can also check your reservoirs. You'll get more from your exhaust too. There we go. We hit level 10. I'm not going to keep it going. I'm just going to finish this car and we're going to call it a day. Level 10 is good enough. That'll give us a good head start in the game. So let's return. I did throw some points in, as you've seen how much quicker examining those parts went compared to when I cut. We now have 8 skill points to dish out. I could do 4 here, but I think I'm going to do 3 here and 4 here. No, I'm going to grab an extra discount. I'm going to grab that. What is that? Oh, value. We got 2 left. I think we'll hang on to those. I did want to correct something I just mentioned in video time just a couple minutes ago. It has literally been about an hour and 15 minutes. That does include going down for a nice refreshing beverage. You don't have to buy all of these in order. If you wanted to just get the body parts, you're going to focus on this one anyway. But as you've seen here, what I just did, I skipped this one, the parking alley, and went straight to that discount. You can get any that are lit up. They just have to be adjacent to one you've already purchased. So if you wanted just to do the body parts, you can work this one up and then over, and then you can work on body parts. So you don't need all of those skill points that I mentioned a couple minutes ago. Same with this one. If you wanted to come up here, like I said, this is going to be the one you focus on because you want to be able to knock through your orders pretty quickly to get some money pretty quick. As you come up here, you can cut across to this one because this is going to be a good one too. So cut across, get that discount, come up here, get that. You could keep doing this junkyard trick as long as you have the patience for it. Like I said, it's just a nice, easy way to get ahead on the on the skill points. Now see, we've unlocked the barn. I'm not going to waste one of those yet. We'll save that for another video. What I'm going to do, kind of in between episodes, I don't want to bore you guys with all of the tedious parts of it. This one's actually should be fairly simple. Usually when you see the little wrench, that means it's the other tasks. That's things like changing the fluids, doing a wheel alignment, stuff like that. That means it's transmission work. You see here grinding from gearbox. We'll come up here to this one. Of course, that's exhaust, brake system, suspension. Suspension can be tricky because sometimes it's hard to find those bushings you need to replace. And of course, that is the actual engine block or something's wrong with that. So you see here, does not start, that's engine. Strange noises, that's engine. Gears, gearbox problems, that's all the transmission. So you guys have a good one. I will catch you in the next episode. Like I mentioned, in the meantime, I'm going to get some money together so we can actually start having fun and play around in the I'll probably do a couple more trips to the junkyard. See if we can't get up to level 15 real quick. We can start going to auctions. Auctions, there's two parts, one like the dealership, one like the junkyard, without having to find all the scrap. Workshop maps, I'll have to check that out. And of course, probably the next video, we'll do a restoration on expert mode. I know you guys are waiting for that, so thanks again for watching. You guys be safe out there, and as always, leave some kind of feedback down below, whether it's a like, a dislike, or just a comment.